welcome back, world, to another episode of the Hollywood Kippax podcast. This is a special episode of the Hollywood Kippax. We are reacting to Real Madrid today. Draw 33. Will, what are your thoughts about this draw?
Ecstatic, man. Fucking ecstatic. What a fucking game today, huh? Seemed like a goddamn final.
A draw that feels like a win?
For the first time, I think so. Because, well, you saw the series of events that happened today. And god damn it, man. We shined. We fucking rocketed out of that field, and we were ecstatic. Bernardo Silva, first of all, man. Bernardo Silva. Fucking Real Madrid's daddy. I mean, what kind of record? What kind of record against Real Madrid, brother? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I can see where you are. You're speechless. You just at this performance. I mean, a draw that feels like a win, but at the same time, I just feel a little bit disappointed that we could have beat them. We could
Mm-hmm.
have beat them at many points in the match. I mean, that was an absolutely perfect start to the match. I mean,
Yeah.
we come flying out the gate. Chouameni gets a yellow card, and he's not
Ooh,
playing in the
beautiful.
next game.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That was one of the goals of the game, right? To get the players that were in yellow card trouble fouled out for the next leg.
Yep.
But then Bernardo Silva scores in the second minute, 108 seconds into the game, and just like this was just like an absolute perfect start to the match. And
Yes.
I thought that we were going to be able to ride that, but then just the two deflection goals that just hurt so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
watch that. I mean, Ruben Diaz deflection deflects wide from Ortega. And there's really nothing much you can do about that. It's just a deflection goal. Just hit off of the ricochet the defender. It goes in the goal. It's ruled an own goal. So it's kind of a cell phone if you look at it. And
Yeah.
then the second goal is, I mean, that should have been stopped. You know what I mean? Like that should have been snuffed out. And Akanji just it kind of deflects off his ankle and it just trickles right into the goal. And then Real Madrid have the lead again, and then the mood, the flavor of the match changes to we need a draw.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, and that was the goal of the game, and ultimately we got it. But there were times there was a moment when we had the lead again.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when just like Foden getting that leveling goal, and then Gavardiol getting the go ahead goal. I know, chef's kiss. And we had the lead, and then I mean that Valverde goal, that was just like a FIFA goal. I mean, like it's a good goal. You know what I mean? There's really nothing much you can do about that. Great cross, finds Valverde converts. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And the draw ends 3-3. I mean, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. It's the same thing. It's a draw. So
Yeah.
we drew them. We achieved our goals. We drew them at the Bernebeu. We take them back to the fortress at the Had. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say overall mission accomplished.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we didn't walk out of there with the L. You know what I mean? And like you said it best, two deflection goals, which were our mistakes. So in a way, it's like, okay, we helped you guys out twice. That Valverde goal, I can't say anything about that. That was just a fucking banger, dude. I
Yeah,
couldn't believe that that's how they tied. Like it hurt, but I was just like, okay, okay. But man, I celebrated that Bernardo goal so hard, dude. What a fucking what a set piece, man. That I expect that from a Kevin De Bruyne, but shit from Bernardo, that was amazing, dude. And our guy, our star boy, dude. Consistency, consistency,
consistency,
consistency.
consistency.
God damn,
So,
dude.
and I
Go
did
forward.
that. I did that post for the man of the match. Took that
Yeah,
photo and superimposed a tweet onto it. I know
yeah,
it's just and we gotta make that T-shirt. Consistency, consistency,
yeah.
consistency. This guy comes out every game, and he's been a big game player this season, and that's why he's gotten the level of adulation from City fans this season because he's
Oh
had
yeah.
like two hat tricks, like maybe two or three braces. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
this guy has delivered at some of the biggest moments of the season, and he clutched up in a big game as this,
Hmm.
and showed us why he's a star boy, right?
Yep.
So there's a lot we can get into with this match, and I think one thing I'll start off with was that I actually didn't hate the reffing unit today.
Me neither, dude.
I
Me
did
neither.
not hate the reffing unit. I thought the ref for this match started off, and given that Chouameni that foul really set the tone for the match,
Oh yeah.
and it kind of left them on strings. The Real Madrid on strings. So it's like, oh shit, now we lost Chouameni, so now we have to like really kind of play a little more conservatively, or else we would get fouled out and miss the second leg. Because obviously that he Vinny Jr. got subbed off in the 85th for
Yeah.
Joselu. And I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, probably he's tired at the 85th minute, but like you can't afford to have him in like the last part of the game when it's like the most intense part of the match and
Yeah.
have him get a foul and get fouled out. And like, to be honest, though, I think Bellingham and Vinny should have been given cards. You know what I mean? For some of the shit that they were doing. Like they were just kind of shit housing a little bit. And there was one I don't remember the exact circumstances of it, but it was like who's it was down. Vinny was Junior Junior was downfield. I think it was like Diaz, and he like kind of just shoved them a little bit. Like
It was
there's this little
Bellingham.
Bellingham, yeah,
Yeah, it was Bellingham was having some kind of scuffle with Ruben all fucking game, dude.
yeah,
And you can tell that Ruben was getting under his shirt, bro. And
yeah,
yeah, dude, I never seen him frustrated like that. But I mean, with the caliber of the game that it was, and the intensity and the energy in the goddamn field, I mean, this is why they play like this, you know. And plus,
yeah.
he's a Madrista now. I mean, he acts like one now too.
Yeah, it's kind of comes with the territory that you act like a little
Yep.
bee. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Hmm.
So, but like in terms of the roughing unit, I thought he did a really good job. And I saw a tweet from some high profile city account, like talking about how like the Premier League refs are. It was another engagement post about how like from this game, they're talking about the roughing unit in this game, talking about, oh, this roughing unit looks the Premier League refs look like the best refs in Europe. And I'm like, that's a little bit of a reach. I mean, Premier League refs are
Yeah.
shit. And
Yeah.
I mean, refs are a mixed bag. Like I remember, I can recall a few games where maybe the ref unit was not that bad, or I agree with some calls. You know what I mean? But like today was actually a game where I thought the refing unit did a pretty decent job with the
Oh yeah.
with the level of the match and setting the tone and doing the right things. My only disappointment is that we couldn't get the goals of getting Vinny Jr. and Bellingham carded so we can get them out of the match. So
Yeah.
for the second leg, but I mean, ultimately we accomplished the draw, so that was the goal, right? And all those other side quests were, just side quests. You know what I mean? Like we would
Yeah.
like get that done. We were only able to accomplish one, which was get Chouameni out, and so now they're going to have a kind of a center back pairing nightmare because they're going to have to rearrange the back line because Rudiger and Chouameni is their, I guess you would say, their ideal center back pairing. So you have to think
Yeah.
about a different combination. Like who I don't know who would be their sub for Chouameni. But we'll
Word
have
is it might be Militao.
Militao's injured.
Oh well, then these guys are idiots that I was talking to because they were Madristas and they were talking all this. Oh, we're gonna have Militao by then. Don't even trip. Blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, well,
I
yeah,
mean,
because yeah, go ahead.
that's a whole topic of itself is local LA Matrista fans.
Yeah.
And we can get into that. So today, one of the fortunate things about the school year is that I got my prep period right after lunch on Wednesday and Fridays, and
Yeah.
sometimes on Tuesdays because we have this rotating block schedule. So I was able to watch the game, the start of the game on my prep period. So I have no students in the class. I'm just supposed to be prepping for stuff. I am prepping for stuff, but I had the game on. I projected onto like this whiteboard that I usually do for all my like activities and stuff. So I'm watching this game.
Yeah.
Start out the first half, and I was shouting in my class. My class is super echoey, like, hell yeah, let's
Yep.
go. Yeah.
Yep.
And no students around. And then eighth period, the last period of the day comes through, and this is like an ELD class, and like most of the boys in the class are Real Madrid fans.
Of
And
course.
they all know that I'm a City fan. And so like they just kind of like have these really lame jokes that they go like they kind of go like when I'm not like paying attention to go hello Madrid
Yeah.
like that. and then like they also like kind of like say like I don't know like Manchester's red, Mister, or something like that. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
something to like get under my skin, right? And we're watching this game, and I forget the context. I think the game was 2-1 when we were watching it, and then Foden gets the goal, Gavardio gets the goal, and I'm like at the pub now. Like, I'm not in my class. I'm like, hell yeah, hell
Yep.
yeah. And then like and then when who's it when Valverde scored, and then they got all like rowdy, you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
opposing fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah, I mean, like, and they're just like kind of like these little like they have these little matristas have like these kind of jokes and these things that you try to do, try to get under your skin. And you're just like so annoying, dude. Like you know. But these are my students I'm talking about, so you know, like other than the fact that they're matristas, they're all right. You know what I mean? But
Oh, I heard it all over my chat today, dude. Just yeah, fuck city. Oh, the worst one they say, fuck shitty. And I'm just like, oh, here we fucking go. You know what I mean? And then when they went up after those two goals, they were like, oh yeah, there we go, bye bye, and all this stuff. And I was just like, oh my god. But when I saw those fucking goals, the Gavardio goal, what a fucking beautiful cannon, dude. Like
yeah,
that
that
was,
was
I was
shot.
so happy. I was happy for him, dude. I was like, okay, last week, last week, this was yesterday. Yesterday's episode, we were singing his praises. We were giving props to the process that he's going through. He's getting better. The guy's learning his role, and now he scores his first goal against Real Madrid, dude. I was
Yeah,
like, okay, there we fucking go. You asked me, hey, what do you think of this guy? I told you he hasn't shown me enough. These past 2 3 weeks, I'm convinced now. I'm convinced
yeah, I'm
now, and I'm
convinced.
like, and I'm just like, okay, there we go. This is the guy. This is who we needed to see. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
maybe Phil Foden could be setting an example, being a little younger than him, or maybe the same age. I'm not sure, but just you're playing with fucking amazing stars in your team. It's time you gotta show that you belong there. You know what I mean? And he
hmm
fucking did today. And Phil Foden, come on, god damn it, that fucking goal, dude. That
yeah,
fucking everybody. We all scored fucking bangers, and we fucked up twice. Those were two fuck ups. Without those fuck ups, we would have won 3-1, dude. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I ain't worried. I ain't worried. We're going back to England, and fucking Tony, he's already like, oh yeah, like remember when they eliminated you, and then he put like a laughing face, and everybody starts liking his thing and laughing at me. I'm like, dude, that was 3 years ago. You're a United fan. You're reaching that far? Like,
yeah.
what are you talking about?
Reaching out to
Dumbass. We're
Madrid.
defending champions. Like, what are you talking about? That's why today on my status I put, damn, a lot of Madristas out of nowhere today. I was like, what the hell's going on today? But they like to see your boy lose and it didn't happen. And now we go back to the Etihad, baby.
I
You
mean,
fucked up.
everywhere I walk, you know, because a lot of the time I'm wearing something city related on my person. You know what I mean? I'm wearing like a city
Yeah.
jacket or a city vintage city
Yeah.
shirt,
You're
and
repping.
I'm repping always. And like the kind of shitty like comments or like things that like I get from like what do you call from like rival fans, that these like repetitive talking points
Yeah.
that that just like I mean, like what's it that like a Chelsea fan? It's just like you know what I mean. Like you only have one Champions League. You know what I mean? And it's just like, have you ever won a treble? Have you ever won
Yeah.
a treble? And that's all. That's always what I say. That and it's like, oh, but you only won one Champions League. Have you ever won a treble? Have you ever won a treble?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Guess
Like,
what? We're defending it right now. What the
yeah,
fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
And we're in the same situation as we were last year. Why we won it last year is because we played at the Bernabeu on the first leg, and then we came back on the second leg. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, don't you understand the situation? And so, like, on regarding Madristas, so I usually on the way home from school, I stop at my like the taco stand that's right around the corner from my place, and it's right across the street from a high school, like a charter high school, and the
Yeah.
kids were getting out, and they like to hang out there, and there was one kid with his back turned to me wearing a Madrid shirt. And I like kind of get his attention. I'm like, hey, good game, buddy. And I kind of I have a jacket on and I kind of just like, go like that to show that I'm wearing my city
Yeah.
kit, my fresh city
Yeah.
kit, with the Club World Cup patch and whatnot. And then
Yeah.
like the kid gets all fucking belligerent with me. Like he's like, oh, we're gonna beat you again, like da, 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 da. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, don't you remember last year? Like, this was the same situation last year. We drew you at the Bernebeu on the first leg, and then we beat you the second leg. And I just turn around and I order my food. Like,
Yeah.
the kid's like not even like kids like trying to get belligerent with me. Like, I'm not gonna get
Yeah.
belligerent with you, fucking dumbass. Like, I I don't need to get all like defensive about City because we won a treble last year, which Real Madrid has never done in their whole
Yes.
entire history of winning the Champions League. How many times? 19 times. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You've never won a treble. Barcelona did when they were knocking about over 14 years ago. They won a treble with
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola,
Exactly.
and the Real Madrid never has won that. And and it's just like yeah, like like this is the same situation last year. We're gonna take you back to Fortress Etihad and rip you apart, dude. Like
Yeah.
I don't need to explain myself any further. See it. Bye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I can. It's such a reach, and it's kind of pathetic sometimes. I'm like, dude, you guys are such a prestigious team. Like, act like it. You know what I mean? You guys are acting like dummies. You know what I mean? And in my head, I'm like, I did a mic drop. I did a mic drop moment because remember I told you I have like a couple of bets at work. I'm
yeah,
like, hey, dummies, we didn't even use Kevin De Bruyne today.
yeah,
What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like Halan and Halan this, Halan that. Oh my god, I fucking hate when I get online and they're like, "So does this mean Halan's not the best striker in the world?" And I'm like, "What's the
he
point of
is.
this
What the
fucking?"
fuck you talking about?
Yes. Did you not see last season? But everybody's for some reason when they want to talk right now, it's about Mbappe. Oh, he's the best in the world, best striker in the world, and all that shit. I'm like, bro, people were saying, "Oh, can you believe they wanted him to get the Ballon d'Oro over Messi?" Ha 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 ha. I'm like, "Oh my god, fool! Like you guys just say this stuff to make yourself feel better." You know what I mean? Like I'm not a hater like that. I gotta give props where it was due. I just said right now, Real Madrid is a prestigious team. They've won it 14 times. They've done so well, and there's some players that I like from there. But it's like, come on, you guys. Like, look at those golazos, dude. And you're not going to say, damn, that was pretty good. The only thing they got stuck on was the Valverde goal. Did you see that? We're going to fuck you guys up. I just hate talking to ignorant people like that. You guys need to grow the fuck up and understand that this is a game. But you also got to fucking rep your team. And Madristas nowadays are just fucking so dumb, dude.
I
And I'm
mean,
not all of them, but just the immature ones. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, like the whole fandom of Real Madrid, in my opinion, has been bolstered by FIFA. And I mean, like a lot of people play FIFA. They over the years they gleaned to Real Madrid, and it's just like the way they talk about the game is like such in like FIFA terms of just like players. This player's good. This player's better than that player. Da da da
Yeah,
da. Da. And then like some of the comparisons just become super uneducated. Like, why are we even talking about like I don't know, just like this player in this position versus that player? It's like it's a
yeah,
dumb fucking comparison. Different positions. You know what I mean? And like I just like when you talk to someone who knows the game of soccer. You know what I mean? Like the way they talk about it, like you could tell, like they know the game of soccer, like the way they
yeah.
talk about it. They're not making those stupid ass comparisons. They can give
Hmm.
credit to the other team where the credit's due, but then it's like, yo, but like ultimately this is my team. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
exactly.
so like just the way sometimes Madridistas talk about the game, it's just like, dude, you know, fuck all. You just play FIFA on your phone. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
and you just like let's throw out names like Valverde, Camavinga, Carvajal. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, dude, what the fuck does that even mean? Like,
Just to
oh,
throw it out too,
yeah,
just to sound like if they're educated about their team. It's like,
yeah,
brother, no, man, no. There's more to that. You know?
yeah. How they play, the whole Madrid thing, like the aura of Madrid is just like get the best players you can together and see what can happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like I even saw a video on social media where it was like comparing Pep's halftime talks to I think it was the previous coach Zidane's talks, right?
Uh huh.
And like Pep is animated, he's talking about tactics, he's like this and that, like da da da, and then like Zidane just goes like and it says something in Spanish where it's just like maybe pass the ball to Ronaldo. You know what I mean? Like that was the extent of Zidane's talk. He just kind of like shrugged and was like, maybe he passed the ball to Ronaldo. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it's
yeah.
like that is fucking Real Madrid in a nutshell. It's just like when that whole when Ronaldo was on Madrid, all it was just get the ball to Ronaldo. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
individual brilliant performances together to just kind of usher them to this kind of success, right? And I mean,
Yeah,
like the only real player from that era I really rated too was like Gareth Bale, but like that's besides the point. We could get back to
yeah,
talking about this game. But anyhow, so I mean, like we're talking about it, right? Like, well, I put it like this. So, like, I think a lot of people on Twitter were saying like we could have won that game if it wasn't for our shitty defense, our
yeah. Our
um
mistakes.
our mistakes. How do you where do you stand on that, Will?
It's very true. Like I said, without those two mistakes, it would have been a 3-1. You know what I mean? If we want to talk bangers against bangers, like, dog, we fucking, all our goals were outside the box. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Valverde, once again, that was a badass banger. That was a screamer. That was a fucking amazing volley. Nobody did anything. It was too fast. It was a straight fucking needle back to the net.
Yeah,
And like I said, I respect it, dude. But again, if, like I said, we're talking banger to banger, it's 3-1, baby. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like, and yeah, kudos to them, 3-3. But that's not the result they wanted. And they fucking know that, dude.
yeah,
And knowing the fact that they're going to the Etihad and they act like like it's whatever. Nah, bro, you know that we're a fucking powerhouse. You
yeah,
know that we're a powerhouse. And trust me, I'll bet my fucking, oh man, I'll bet anything on it that Halan will score and shut you motherfuckers up.
yeah,
Promise you that. I
yeah.
promise you that.
Like I was listening to something and last year when they lost and they came back to Spain, they were giving interviews to the Spanish media, and
Uh-huh.
one of the players said about the Etihad that it was a complete trap. The atmosphere at the Etihad was it overpowered them. And it was like the 11th man for
Yes.
12th man for City, and that was a
Yes.
contributing factor as to why Madrid lost the way they did in the second leg last year 4-1. And
Hmm.
uh like they needed to win. They needed a 3-1 result for like them. Like that 3-1 result would have been the ideal for them.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't beat us just like 2-1 because 2-1 means that we can get another goal at the Etihad and then score again and beat them 2-1 on the second leg.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So they needed to beat us 3-1, but they didn't. They drew us 3-3. And as I said earlier in the podcast, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, it's still a draw. We go back
Yeah.
to the Etihad and it's like a 0-0, right? And
Yes.
we're back at the Etihad. We're going to be full strength. We're going to get KDB back. We're going to get Walker
Exactly.
back. And those pieces,
Ederson.
Ederson, we'll get those pieces back and we'll tear them apart. And I think Real Madrid and their fans don't want to admit that, but they're fucking terrified. They are
Oh
fucking
yeah.
terrified.
They know.
They're going back to the Etihad, same scenario last year, and they know how it ended, and it doesn't look good. And I think like one thing about like Madrid this season is now that they know that they're getting Mbappe next season, but
Yeah.
they don't have Mbappe now.
Mm-mm.
But it's like it's this weird like thing where it's like they think they have Mbappe, but they don't have Mbappe in their line of side. It's like Mbappe's not in your side yet. He's still playing at PSG. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what do you guys like? Like it's like this weird like internalization, like, oh, we have Mbappe in the side right now. Like I can feel it. I can
So
feel
what?
it. But it's like, no, dude, you don't have Mbappe in your side right now. Like he's not there yet. He gotta wait till the summertime. You're playing
Yeah.
us. And guess who we have on our fucking side?
Yep.
Philip Walter Foden.
Yes, sir. Star boy.
Josko Gavardiol.
Mm-hmm.
We have did I say Bernardo Silva already? Bernardo
Nope.
Silva,
Yep.
KDB,
Keep it going. Let me hear it.
Sergio Gomez.
You had to. You just had to.
Um,
God
Hold
damn.
on. Question. I have the I have the chat pulled up from Instagram.
Hmm.
Fish 7987. Welcome back, Fish.
What's
Would
up,
you play?
Fishy?
would you play Ederson in the next second leg? I think
Yes.
that's a definite yes. If he's
If
fit,
he plays, if he plays this Saturday, definitely.
yeah, I think he will play this Saturday. We'll be talking about that here in a minute. But I definitely think he'll play. I mean, my opinion for today was like if Ederson's fit, he should play today. But I do think ultimately playing Ortega was a good thing. And he
Yeah.
did a good job. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Like outside of the two deflection goals, he can't do anything about. That wasn't his mistake.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I mean? I remember like at one point in the match, like we we were playing. We usually play out from the back, right? But sometimes you just got to boot that shit long. You just got to put your foot through the ball. So that was like my only complaint. That certain times we just need to be fucking booting that shit. But ultimately, it went to plan. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so whatever Pep said at halftime always works. Pep's always right, man.
We'll find out on the next documentary.
For real, for real,
For real, for real.
for real, for
Oh
real.
my God. Please, please, please.
It's the sequel.
Exactly.
The
Please.
sequel. Uh, but so man, so we were talking. We talked a little bit about Foden. We talked a little bit about Gavardiol.
Hmm.
Um, I guess we can talk a little bit more. And there's just one comment by Fish in the chat that about the roof. Had to close the roof on Little City. Haha.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. What's up with that?
to be honest, I think I know why they did close the roof, and I mean, it was because of the threats, the security threats before the game.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I mean? And like, I really don't want to get talk too much about that. I mean, I'm
Yeah, of
glad that it didn't
course.
it didn't happen, but like, I mean, I was
Yeah.
thinking about some crazy alternatives of what could happen, and I think closing the roof eliminated one possibility. But
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to talk about possibilities of what could have happened,
Yes.
but like ultimately though, like fuck off, ISIS. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like what can
Yeah.
I say any more than that? Just like you're like you're a vintage you're you're a vintage terrorism group now. Like that was so 2012, bro. Like no one
All
gives a
right.
shit about you. We beat you. We crushed y'all. You know what I mean? And like now you're like trying to come back and be like, oh, we're gonna attack these Champions League matches. It's like fuck off. You know what I
And,
mean? And
and point is, amazing fucking game for both sides, and
yeah,
everybody got home safe. That's all that
yeah,
fucking matters, dude.
yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, that's all I gotta say. But
Yes.
okay, so maybe we can look ahead to the second leg now. So as I mentioned before, we're going to get a lot of our players that weren't here back. I mean, that's
Hmm.
one point. Actually, one point I wanted to talk about too is KDB absence in from this first leg. Apparently, he was doubled over sick, vomiting before this match, so he was not well enough to play. And I did see a lot on Twitter that that like people were like, "What do you gotta do? Like pump them full of liquids, man. Get them out there on the pitch." You know what I mean? Like, do
I
what you
felt the
gotta
same
do.
way.
Yeah, I
I was
mean,
like,
like,
get his ass out there. Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not there. I'm not. I don't see the extent of the condition of that
Yeah.
KDB was in. But I
Yeah.
mean, like, I don't know if I was in that position and I was vomiting and felt a little bit ill. Take 2 Tylenol, some
Hmm.
water, get out whatever is in your system and then go get out there and play ball. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
kind of how I treat my injuries, my internal sicknesses. You know what I mean? Just take two
Yeah.
Tylenol. Let's go.
And decent performance. I mean, for a game without our starting midfielders. Well, yeah, Kovacic. I mean, he went in because of Kevin, and Ortega. This was a big moment for him. But I mean, overall, there's a big difference from a Kevin De Bruyne inside than a Kevin De Bruyne outside. And today it was cool. Like I said, we saw the set pieces, we saw the plays. It was just beautiful, dude. Like I was proud. Like I was like, it's not a win, but I feel happy and very confident going into the second leg, dude. You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
we kind of touched upon defensive performances, but it does show that Pep played 4 center backs today. If you
Yes.
notice, like
Yes.
we were tipping Rico to play on the right
Yeah.
back slot, but like
Yeah.
he ended up playing four center backs like Gavardiol, Diaz, Stones, um, and fuck who Akanji on the right. I mean, obviously, like, I mean, you know how I feel about Akanji, and you know, there, I do need to make I'm starting to warm up to him now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There
yeah, yeah.
was a mistake he made, I think, in
Yeah,
my
in the first
opinion,
half.
in the
Yes.
first half that led to that one goal. You know, that one just like little trink
Yeah.
trickled in goal. But like, do you think he got that back line right?
Yeah, in the second half he looked way better, more aggressive. Like he was more locked in. The first one was a little sloppy and a little careless, but in the second half, that fool got it. That fool, he came around. You know what I mean? He came around, and the fact that John Stones was there too, I kind of felt a little comfortable more with Akanji playing. You know, got to
Yeah,
move him more to Kyle's spot. You know what I mean? But like it all worked out. It all worked out. I mean, 3 goals, but like you said, everybody had a part in it. You know, Ruben Diaz got the ball off the back, opened it wide, and Ortega couldn't do shit about that. You know, the second one, these guys needed to close on him from outside the box. You know, they let him get so close to the goalie just to. Oh my god, it was so annoying to see that ball slowly roll into the goal, dude. I was
yeah,
like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is going on?" And then these guys erupted. They erupted, and I was like, "Oh my god, this I do not like this feeling, bro."
yeah,
But these guys made up with it. They made up for it with the fucking bangers they scored, you know. So I don't know, man. We need Kyle back. We really need Kyle back. A lot of people wanted to see Kyle versus Vinny today. A lot of people.
yeah. So Fish has been making more comments in the chat.
Hmm.
He said I'd drop Akanji for the next match Walker has to play.
Exactly.
Um, Akanji need to get rid of it. Crazy defending. And then Danny Weinbarger, which is LA native from Hollywood MCFC, says that maybe he had a bad chicken curry. I heard that's his favorite dish, KDB. Chicken
That's
curry.
true. Okay, I need to know if he heard that on the documentary because they did mention that shit. So
Yeah,
that's
I probably
crazy.
did.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah,
Um,
man, like I said, Kevin's back in the next game. That's like a soft ass pillow to land on, you know, for that game, dude. Like I feel so comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, and then with Phil Foden, oh my god! Like I said yesterday, I told you everybody's locked in today. Maybe not the defensive line, maybe so much today, but as of the finishing today, god damn, those were fucking right in the corner. You know what I mean? Top bins, baby. It was just fucking great. It was great. Everybody was locked in.
uh,
How do you feel that the team does without Kevin? Do you think there's a certain nervousness before the game?
oh no. Okay, so this was another point that I raised that it seemed like in the second half, Grealish was like trying to beat KDB.
Okay.
Well, he had to become KDB
Yeah.
because he was the one that was taking the set pieces in the second half. Like if you notice, like we got some free kicks in the second half. He was
Yeah.
the one taking it. And he got to the corners. He got that. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like Grealish just had this understanding, like I need to be KDB now. You know what I mean? And like but then then Cavario was like, no, I'm KDB. I'm Brian KDB, and he like kicks it in. You know
And
what I
then
mean?
Phil
Like
Foden was like,
Phil was like, "No, I'm KDB.
I need to be kidding
I'm
me.
the KDB now." Um, so hold on, I got some things. Some people chatting in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Uh, uh, Patrick from Australia is in the chat now.
Oi, mate.
Good day.
Good day, mate.
Sorry, we're Americans.
Good on
Crazy
ya.
game. Can't be having basketball, football in the second legs. Still expected to go through. Yeah, I mean it was like a basketball match. I mean a lot of back and forth, high
Oh,
scoring
yeah.
game.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Fish is saying Grealish class second half. Pep told him to go and get out the ball and be creative, and that's what he did and stood up for themselves. They didn't
Hmm.
hide class. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, damn, I was gonna say something. Something that I had a fuck. I'm forgetting now.
Mm.
But yeah. Uh, yeah. I
Oh,
think we.
oh,
I
my
mean,
bad. I was just gonna say that I was hoping that Grealish would have gotten at least two more players out Because when they got Chouameni like that with the second yellow, I was like, okay, this could work. He could probably get Vini Jr. out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I don't know, man. There was some calls where I'm like, oh, that's the second yellow. Give it to him. But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't
I,
know. It's just weird.
in my classroom, I was like, "Give him a card, give him a card, give him the card." It's just like sitting alone, just like give it to him, give it to him.
Yeah. No,
It's
I
like,
felt the same way, dude. But fuck it.
yeah. All right. Well, I mean, there's so many things that could be said that little bits and moments of that match that I remember. I'll probably just remember as I move along. But we're gonna move. We're gonna talk about the second leg now.
Okay.
So second leg. The second leg. We mentioned we got a lot of our players back. I think it's gonna be a full clean bill of health, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken.
Mhm.
So, Will, how are we gonna take this match?
Oh yeah. So if you this is your first time on the watching the podcast or what, we have two squads. We have our big dicks and we have our little dicks. Not legit penises. We're talking about little dicks will be our boy Rico Lewis, the bench, and the big dicks are the starting 11. I think we're gonna go with every single big dick we have for this next fucking match. You know what I mean? We're gonna go. We're gonna go Jack Grealish, Haaland, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, and ooh, we need to find out what's going on with Ake.
That's what
But
fits.
fuck it. If not, if it doesn't work out with Ake, fuck it. Gavardio. Fuck it. Let's go, man. Get
Yeah.
back in there.
Second encore, an encore performance.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, who? I think after this Real Madrid match, you got to play Gavardiol.
Yeah.
I think you do.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's hard for me to say that because Ake, I think, yeah, is my favorite defender. I like Ake.
Yes.
I like what he brings to the squad. He is a big moment player. He does a lot for us. But I just think after that Gavardio performance, you know what I mean? Kind of like as a coach, you know what I mean? Like you have a player, he does really well. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Yeah.
Why not? Throw him out there again, see what happens again, see if he gets another thing. You know what I mean? And
How do
then
you feel about the starting 11 big dicks, but with Ortega?
I'm fine with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Not
I
bad,
don't
right? Okay.
I don't to be honest, I have like this is probably the most confidence I've ever had in a second goalkeeper.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like in the past, like your second goalkeeper is like you're oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I have just as much confidence in Ortega than Ederson, but I think I'm not going to be the guy that goes out and campaigns for Ortega to start again. Like if Ederson is fit, he needs to play. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And I love my boy Eddie. He's a loony, and he takes these really brave risks that Ortega wouldn't, because I think Ortega has a safer mindset as a keeper than he would. You know what I mean? And then like Ortega has a safer mindset. Ederson can take a lot of risks, but then again, he makes like that one brain fart that is really critical. But I think those brain farts for Eddie are behind us now,
Yeah.
and I think he'll give us a great performance. For this next leg. Um, I'm seeing people in the chat talking about. I believe they're talking about the Luton, who they're going to start for Luton. Um, but I mean, like we're gonna see. I agree with Patrick over here. He's saying Rico and Bob show.
Yes.
Two are telepaths
Yes.
together on the pitch. Fish is agreeing with us. Gavardio deserves to start that goal, and then Danny's saying Gavardio's proved himself these last 2 matches, so they're agreeing with us.
There you go.
Um, Danny Daniels, who's been recent. Welcome to the page. I see that you've been interacting. Thank you. Eddie, KDB, Kyle, and Nathan should start in the second leg. So he's saying that Ake should start in the second leg, and then that's not a wrong. It's not a wrong opinion. You know what I mean? Like I would
Yeah.
have Ake start just as much as Gavardio. I mean, like in my opinion, it's just like which one? Any, meeny, miny, mo. You know what I mean? Like kind of like
Yes.
that. Like I would be comfortable, and I think we could still get a result either way. This is a good headache to have. You know what I mean? It's like, damn,
Yeah.
which badass left back can I play, Ake or Gavardio? But I think
Yeah.
right now, just going off of, I don't want to say the flavor of the week, but Gavardio is proving himself, and I would just say throw him out there again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. for a
Look,
game
look,
against Luton, and I told you last episode, god damn, the way Bob and Rico Lewis play together, it's like oh shit, these guys are well, like I said, they all came from the academy, but they really know each other really well, and Bob has that same movement as Jack on the left. Little cuts, little stutters, knows when to center the ball, doesn't just center it and hope that somebody gets it. He can pinpoint a player. You know what I mean? The kid is fucking good. So I would love to see Rico Lewis and Bob go again for Luton Town, just so that way we can see that again. Maybe was it a fluke or is that the way they really get down? And I think that's the way they get down. You know what I mean?
yeah. So how do you think Madrid are going to line up for this second leg?
It's gonna be the same shit again.
Yeah,
But supposedly they say they got Militao coming. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. But they have nothing. I mean, those players that they took off the bench, those are usually their second half subs, of course. But in my head, I was like, why didn't they put in Brahim Diaz? Well, but they were 3-3, so I guess they were just trying to save out because they have their own fucking games this weekend too.
yeah. I mean, I know like they got Vinny at the pitch ASAP,
Yeah,
just to protect him from getting a yellow card, and then he puts on Joselu. Um, like I think that yeah, I mean they're gonna throw out their best 11 again, sans Chouameni.
yeah,
So but that's a problem for them though, because like they have Militao out as well. So like who they start as their right side center back, you know what I mean? Like how they're gonna reorganize their line. They're not gonna have their best line. That's definitely gonna be that's a glaring issue in my opinion.
yeah,
So I mean, at least we got Chouameni out, and now that's going to create this kind of confusion. This like, who are we going to throw out there? I mean, they're going to throw a decent back four, but like their ideal back four is not there, and we're gonna get a clean bill of health for Real Madrid for this next leg, and like I mean like I fancy me chances. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Against a kneecapped Real Madrid backline.
Yeah. What I like about what happened today is that Real Madrid came in with the idea of thinking that they knew what City was coming with. Yet they came and they're like, "Oh shit, no Kevin. Oh shit, Ederson's still out. Oh shit, no Kyle Walker." And they work with what they had. Well, guess what? This time they're gonna play them again, and they have to change their whole thing up because we're coming with everything this time. Today was just like that was a taste of what we have for now. But for the second leg, dude, I wonder what they're expecting then. You know what I mean? Because they got the flavor of what happened today, and that was a 3-3.
Well, Fish is bringing up a good thing in the chat right now, and I do agree with this sentiment, this thought. Let Madrid worry about us.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
and I like that because it's not a reactive or coming from a space of fear. It's
Hmm.
like let them be the ones afraid of us. Like let them perseverate about what we're going to put on the pitch because we're going to have a clean bill of health. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
gonna we're gonna be able to play how we want to play. They are going to have to worry about us at our home field. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
and in my mind, my meme brain in my mind, this scene it were kind of I mean I don't want to like put it in terms of good or evil, but like the scene from what do you call from Star Wars when Darth Vader the newer Darth Vader like blows off the door and he starts like just choking fools out. It's like the last scene of I think it's the last scene of Rogue One when he's just
Okay.
like starts choking guys out, and it's just
Hmm.
like the people are like kind of like the what's it the little like soldiers are like kind of like what's going on, what's going to happen, and then like what's it then Darth Vader appears, and then like he just starts like wrecking fools, you know what I mean, like and I hate to put it like good or evil, but like just like they're all like kind of like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then we
Oh
just
yeah.
appear and then we just fucking wreck them. You know what I mean?
Well, we said it
So
earlier. Madridistas are fucking nervous, dude.
yeah.
Right now, they know what's cracking at the Etihad. Excuse me. Oh man. Yeah, they know what's coming, dude. And they seen it last year and the year before. So we'll see how this goes, man. I'm excited. This is how I wanted it to be. you know. And then I'm looking at Arsenal and fucking Bayern on the other side, and they tied also. So this is fucking exciting, man. It's
Yeah.
fucking exciting. Hey, with the way the table goes, are we gonna win? Are we gonna play against the winner out of that match?
Yeah, we're gonna play the winner of Arsenal Bayern.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
And
Okay.
I mean, I mean, I only saw the score line, but I mean, Arsenal lost. So,
I thought it was 2-2.
was it 2-2? I thought it was 2-1. Let me see.
Hmm.
Typey
Interesting.
type.
Type type.
It was
Yeah,
2-2. Yeah.
yeah, and they were at the Emirates. Now they got to go to Germany.
Yeah. That's gonna be hard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Bayern now.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. If you have you seen anything about that game?
No, I just saw a lot of frustration and that the fact that Arsenal fans were complaining that he should have got the penalty at the end.
Fucking Leroy Sané did some freight train shit. He just kept going and going, and he walked all the way up to the goalie and fucking scored. Once you see the highlight, you'll be like, "What?" Like his momentum, his speed kept the ball with him, and oh man, it was just crazy. I was like, "What a game!" And Saka, what a fucking goal too. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I want to see who fucking makes it out of there, man. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
fucking good game, and then
we
we
got
got
it.
tomorrow to worry about.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's your prediction for the second leg
For us or for Arsenal?
for us?
For us, that one's gonna be an ass whoop. It's gonna be a fucking ass whoop. I'm calling Hollywood Kippax safe bet three
Bro, I
one.
was gonna say that too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 3-1. I
Yeah.
can feel it already.
Yeah, so we got a good chat. We appreciate you chatters on Instagram. We got like 5 people tuned in.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate y'all for tuning in and read your comments off as they come along. But for some of us new listeners, that we have a thing on this podcast called the Hollywood Kickback Safe Bet trademark, right?
Yes, yes,
So we've noticed over the years of watching City games from our sample size that City wins games typically by 3-1.
yeah.
That's a pretty safe bet. City beat
Very
mostly
often.
if they win, they usually win by 3-1. And
Yeah.
it varies. It could be a 3-2 or 3-2-1 or 4-1, 5-1. You know what I mean? It varies, but 3-1 is kind of like the median, the common denominator of a lot of performances. So when we say Hollywood Kickback safe bet, it means 3-1. It's going to be a 3-1 victory.
Sheesh.
So who do you have scoring?
Oh man, for sure, Kevin, dude. For sure, fucking Kevin. Haaland. You know what? Two Haaland, one from Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, you think it's going to be a Haaland brace?
Oh yeah, Haaland he needs to shut these motherfuckers up, dude. I'm
Yeah.
tired of all the deniers about Haaland, and they act like they were blind the whole season last fucking year. Shut the hell up, dude. Oh, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. And Haaland at the Etihad is a whole different thing, bro. The
Mhm.
whole team at the Etihad is just it's like power suits, dude. It's like they get they're locked the fuck in, and us feeding that energy towards them, and oh, dude, I just can't wait, bro. They're so fucked. And we're playing
Yeah.
Wednesday, right?
We're playing next Wednesday. Yeah.
Next Wednesday. Okay.
So I think I have 3 goals from 3 separate characters, and I think it's going to be KDB, Haaland, and Foden.
I wanted
Uh,
to say Foden too, but
yeah.
hmm
I think we'll see that, and now I'm starting to feel it from a power surge from deep within my being.
yes.
I'm feeling a Rodri goal maybe. I'm a
Whoa.
wild Rodri goal. Um, will appear. A wild Rodri goal has appeared. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh yeah,
dun.
that's funny.
uh, a wild Rodri screamer has appeared. Yeah,
Shirt, copyrighted, clip it.
clip it. Yeah, clever. Patrick Holly. It's a safe bet, but we'll score 3 next week. We can't score more or less than every CL match this season. Yeah, 3. And Ibkiss is telling Alex, tell Fix Rickety Ricochet.
Rickety ricochet. Oh,
Okay,
that inside joke. I'll drop that one on you later on.
okay. The more slang that I need to get into.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, like fuck up.
Look
But
up.
fuck up. But so that covers basically the first leg, and then
Yeah,
we got a prediction for the second leg.
yeah.
Um, chatters, drop your prediction for Real Madrid if you're still with us. And then also, this is the time to talk about the podcast. So you can follow us at Hollywood Kippax, Kippax, across all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We just
Hmm.
announced our kit giveaway. So if you sub to us on YouTube, you can enter in our kit giveaway. So make sure that if you haven't done that, make sure you do.
Yep.
Um, we are right now at 230 subscribers on YouTube, and modest. And but
Yes.
we're gonna be posting that we're on the road to 1K. So we're trying to get to
Yes.
100K, no 1K subscribers.
Whoa! Fuck it, 100K.
Well, okay, so like we're Californians. We're into like new age spirituality. We're trying to manifest 100 subscribers eventually, 100K subscribers eventually, right? But we'll
Yes.
take 1,000 subscribers for
Yeah.
now. We don't
Yeah. We
want to.
don't
We don't
want to
want
be
to
that
seem
greedy.
selfish. But we're on the road to that. And I mean, something to us. You'll help us on that path, and you also enter yourself in a sick kit giveaway because I'm wearing my Kevin De Bruyne, uh, with the Club World Cup patch and
Nice.
defending champions. Read and Wheat Madristas. Who's defending champions this year?
Damn.
That is us.
Big dicks.
Yeah. So you mean you enter in the kit giveaway, and we that's just becoming part of the podcast to do our kit giveaways, right?
Yeah.
And then so sub to us if you haven't already done so. Then I mean, I haven't dropped it yet, but there's gonna be a surprise sometime this month. And all I'm gonna say is I need my Sergio soldiers to mount up for us and to help me out when I do make this announcement. I need my Sergio soldiers, Sergio Gomez, SG21. Well, I mean, the side thing now. There's two side accounts now that's associated with it. It's Kippax
Oh, that's right.
Clips, which is our edits channel,
Yeah.
and then we have SG21 season, which is our parody, our Sergio Gomez parody dash fan page. So
What?
uh,
That's what I fucking followed today. I was like,
yeah,
where is this coming from? I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna follow that. That's you?
you didn't know?
No. I literally saw that today and I was like, huh, interesting. That's something like that we do, but fuck it, that's awesome. And I followed it and yeah, wow, okay.
I did. I should have kept.
I'm on the same page now.
I should have kept that shit secret. I should have.
I
I should
know,
have kept that
dude.
secret from you. And then it would have blown up on Instagram. It's like, oh, dude, you found that SG Toronto. That dude, that's me this whole time.
I'll be like,
And
Alex, they're biting your shit, dude. What the fuck? Like, we need to get these guys. Oh,
yeah,
that's funny.
but yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So
All right. Okay.
but it's a parody account dash fan page.
Okay.
Because as like we knew that was you, Alex. Yeah, so that's what we're trying to do is I mean, like just going back to the Villa game, you see how threatening we were when we were in that final third. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
With Sergio going out the woodwork. Do I need to point out? Do I need to explain to Pep why he should make Sergio Gomez more frequently as a second half sub? Come on,
Yes.
bro exposed his own burner account.
Who said that?
Evkis.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes. So damn it. I should have fuck, man. I'm a big mouth, dude. All right. Anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one more thing we do gotta talk about. We gotta talk about Luton Town.
Okay.
So this Saturday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we play Luton at home. We have about like 7 games left in the Premier League.
Yes.
And the Premier League race has never been tighter. We have been kind of helped by the Liverpool results. So what do you think, Will, about this coming matchup?
Luton Town, not a really successful team right now because they are towards the bottom of the table. But nonetheless, it's a game to fucking take seriously, dude. It's always about these fucking funny ass little teams that seem to give us a hard time for some reason, you know. But yeah, like I said, it should be a this should be a small dick team, just to take care of the big dicks for the next match, you know.
for for the second leg against
Yeah,
Madrid
for the
for
second.
sure.
Yes, exactly. So with that one, let's see. Why not? Let's keep Grealish. Let's keep Grealish. Let's go Julian Alvarez. Uh, what forward would you go with?
To be honest, I would drop Grealish. Not because doesn't. This is a Doku match. This screams Doku.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. But I would have said Doku on the right.
I'm just gonna say like Doku on the left.
Okay.
I think Foden still plays. Maybe centrally. Alvarez is gonna sub on for Haaland. Um, right back. Man, who? Well, okay. Well,
This is gonna be a Pep special, brother.
this is definitely gonna be a Pep special. We're gonna say something that's gonna be completely different from what Pep conceived
Yeah.
of. Do you think KDB plays? No, I don't think KDB plays. I think Kovacic plays for sure. Um, do we play
Yeah.
Rodri? Do we play Rodri? I mean, obviously Rodri, I think is
Oh
undroppable, so
yeah.
I think he
That's a
plays.
must. That's a
Yeah,
must.
and then but like I'm trying to think about how we're gonna be lining ourselves up in an attack.
Because
Um,
we're still in the title race, bro. So it's like you can't be fucking around with the lineup right now. You know what I mean?
not too much. You need it rotated though, so like I think Ake will probably play.
Okay.
I think Diaz will probably play.
Uh huh.
Akanji and maybe Walker gets some minutes if he's available.
So no Rico at all.
Okay. Well, now you raised that question.
That's
I mean, I
what I'm
definitely,
telling you. I don't even know what to say.
dude. I literally have no clue. Barely. Well, I have a clue, but dude, I don't even know. It's even worth trying to predict the starting elements. Is like, damn, this is gonna be so rotated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know what I mean? It's just like it's really gonna be. I mean, you got to keep some like central cast the main characters out. Some of the main characters out on the pitch, but I
Because of the
definitely
title
think.
race.
But I think like Doku. I think that this game is game for Doku or Bob or Lewis. I think you'll see one of those three,
Mm-hmm.
and then depending on how the result goes, then we'll sub on like a lot of other people, like like FA Cup man. You know what I mean? So that's something we'll see. But like I don't know, man. This is gonna be a Pep special for sure, for
We're gonna
sure.
have to do a post, Alex. We're gonna have to do a post, and whoever, like, we're gonna do a post, and in the comments, whoever can fucking call the lineup that happens this weekend, we
Yeah,
should fucking like make that a person on a lead in maybe one of the shirts or whatever the hell, because that's
yeah.
pretty hard to fucking do. You know what I mean?
Wait, so
So
you want to do a competition this week
yeah,
to see that if you get your lineup right,
yes.
the result is what? What's gonna be what's the prize?
Hmm. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? We haven't. I'm down. I'll. You know what? I'll even pay for it for the fucking the plead the fifth shirt.
Oh, for a plead the fifth shirt.
Yeah, sure. Why not? That's a badass shirt.
That is badass.
You know what I mean? So I'll fucking buy it, dude. So if you get the fucking lineup correctly to the fucking T, I'll buy you a fucking plead the fifth shirt. How about
Okay.
that?
All right. So you heard it here first, guys. So that if you guess the lineup right for this Saturday, will buy you a shirt from our RT Public store,
Yes.
um which is the I plead the fifth shirt. Yeah. So I'm game for that. I'll post that tomorrow. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
And if
Uh
you haven't seen this shirt, it says "I plead the fifth," and it has all 5 trophies.
all 5 trophies that we won last year. Yeah.
And that's dedicated to the fucking situation that we're in.
Yeah, the 115, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's just a joke, right? It's an American reference to the legal system. Yeah, for
Yes.
people who don't know. But anyhow,
And a very funny Dave Chappelle episode.
yeah. Damn, I totally ignored the chat from YouTube. My bad, guys.
Oh shit.
I was
Who do
looking
we
at
got?
that.
Who do we?
We
Oh
had
hey, shout out to George Aldapa.
George. Sorry, George. We forgot about the chat. We were
Here's
looking
your
at the chat.
Pacifico, George.
Take it, George.
Take it.
You don't
Come
want it?
on. All right, fine.
Oh,
I'll do it
whatever.
for you. All right.
But then Mr. Jason's in the chat. Live show on Saturday? No. Sorry, Jason.
Oh
We're
yeah, that's right. Our boy Jay.
yeah,
What time are we playing on Saturday?
7 a.m.
Whoosh. And why are we not doing it?
I don't know. Just
Should
because
we?
I have a feeling that we should.
Oh man.
Th- th-
All
th-
right.
This is the
All
thing about
right.
being an American fan. It's like you see that time, you see that matchup. It's like, do you really want to do it?
But I
But
miss you guys.
yeah, we haven't done it in a while, and I was looking at the schedule, and if we didn't do it, it would probably be like it wouldn't be until like April 28th. Like it would be a long time before we did it again. Like no, it wouldn't be until the Chelsea match, the Chelsea semifinal, FA Cup semifinal, which is on the 20th, and we haven't done it in a while.
We should.
Yeah,
We
why
really
not?
should. It's up in the air. It's up in the air.
We'll
Tomorrow
get
we'll,
back
we'll
to you
come
guys.
out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll come out with it. Okay,
Maybe,
so
Jason. Maybe.
maybe okay, so I'm running out of things to talk about. Will, is there anything
Yeah.
else you want to get off your chest before we sign off?
Yes. Madristas, please be fucking respectful, cordial, and let's be gentlemen about it. Let's just fucking go with it. And once we beat your ass, get out. Get
Yeah,
out of the Etihad, and I never want to hear you from you again until next season.
yeah. But you guys are in a world of shit. That's all I gotta say. You are in a world of shit now, buddy. So the last point, Real Madrid, like a lot of the players were interviewed at the end of the game, and they were saying that it felt like a loss,
Yeah.
and that's right. Because you guys, that was not your game plan. Your game plan was to come out and beat us handedly, at least by 2 goals. That didn't happen. It was a draw. That was our game plan. Now we're taking you back to the Etihad, and our game plan is to kick your ass, and
Yep.
that's what we're gonna do at home. We're gonna wipe the floor with you guys. The phone's gonna dog walk Bellingham, and show him why he's the best player in Europe, and y'all are going to be the sorest of fucking losers, like I know you will be, and it will be
Yes.
so great. I'll be those tears will be so yummy.
Yes.
They'll so yummy. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you know, what I mean? Like Winnie the Pooh shit, dude. Like we fucking sipping that honey, that Real Madrid fucking tears. You know what I mean?
What the fuck is this? Disney fucking threats and shit. What are we doing here?
I'll be like Winnie the Pooh on you, dude.
Oh my god,
What
funny.
I'm gonna say, it's like 10:42 at night. I'm like tired, and I'm like
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm just like spitballing here now. I'm just like trying
Well,
to come up with
point is, you're gonna feel very, very sorry, Real Madrid.
it. Very, very sorry. You're gonna wish that you were never born.
God damn it! God damn it! Get us out of this episode.
All right,
Let's go.
this has been an episode of the Hollywood Kippax podcast. This is the podcast that your girlfriend tells you not to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
This is the podcast that supports the best team in the land.
The best team in the world. Come on, City.
City. Come on, City. Come on. You know it's gonna be biblical, man. City. Champions again, ole ole. City, the best team in the land in all the world.
Yes.
Coming for you, Real
Luton this
Madrid.
Saturday. Luton this Saturday at 7 a.m.
Live stream maybe, but next week we'll be right back reacting to Madrid's second leg, and hopefully the result that everyone wants, which is a W, and we're moving on to the semifinal against whoever we play, Arsenal versus Bayern. All right, that's been enough for us. Cheers. Have a good night. See you on Saturday. Signing off.
Bye.